Go ahead. Go ahead po.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, classmate. So today, I will present the Cybersecurity Plan 2022. Or sorry, here are introduction overview. Purpose: to protect the nation's critical information infrastructure and enhance cybersecurity. Our key goals is continuous operation, cyber resiliency, effective coordination, and cybersecurity education. Primary objectives: assure continuous operations to ensure the uninterrupted operation of critical information infrastructure. Implement resiliency measures, enhance response capabilities before, during, and after cyber attacks. Effective coordination. Improve coordination with law enforcement agencies. Cybersecurity education to promote awareness and education about cybersecurity among the public. Strategic imperatives. Key strategic imperatives: establish computer emergency response teams or CERTS. Set up cyber defense centers for military networks. Third, conduct cybersecurity education campaigns. Fourth, protect critical infrastructure, government networks, businesses, and individuals. And the last, develop cybersecurity assessment and compliance programs. Implementation and milestones. Memorandum circulars. Issuance of circulars for compliance with cybersecurity policies. National Computer Emergency Response. Launch of a threat and vulnerability warning website. Incident report statistics system. Collection and transformation of incident reports into usable data. Continuous monitoring. Protect pub Protecting public networks. Establish CRT to monitor and respond to cyber threats. Implement robust security measures across public networks. Second, security military network. Set up cyber defense centers and enhance resilience of military communication and operational network. The last, promoting cybersecurity awareness. Conduct nationwide cybersecurity education programs target different audiences, including the public, businesses, and government employees. Critical infrastructure protection. Protecting critical infrastructure, implement measures to safeguard critical information infrastructure. Focus on resilience and quick recovery from cyber incidents. Security assessment and compliance. Develop programs to assess and certify cybersecurity measures and ensure ongoing compliance with national and international cybersecurity standards. Here's our conclusion. The National Cybersecurity Plan of 2022 is crucial for safeguarding national interests. Continuous improvement and adaptation are key to effective cybersecurity. Collaboration between government, private sector, and the public is essential. Here is it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. The Cybercrime Act of 2012 no, or Republic Act number 10175 is a comprehensive law enacted in the Philippines no, to address crimes committed using information and communication technology. So the act aims to safeguard users from various forms of cybercrimes, no, including hacking, identity theft, online libel, and cyber sex. It underscored the government's commitment no, to promoting responsible use of the internet while addressing the challenges posed by the rapid growth of digital platforms and online activities. One of the critical provision of the law no, is its recognition of new forms of crimes no, that have emerged in the digital era. And these include offenses like illegal access to computer system, data interference, misuse of devices, and cyber squatting. No? It is also tackled content-related offenses such as child pornography and online defamation, ensuring stricter penalties to discourage the misuse of online platforms. So through defining these offenses, no, the law provides a legal framework no, for protect to protect individuals actually no, and businesses from cyber threats. So the act also outline no, the mechanism for enforcement and prosecution of cybercrimes. So it established the Cybercrime Investigation and uh, Coordinating Council, no? Or CICC, as the primary agency tasked with formulating policies no? and monitoring cybercrime cases and coordinating with local and international bodies. So law enforcement agencies are empowered to conduct real-time data collection and preservation of to investigate cyber offenses effectively. Though these measures have raised concern about privacy rights and potential misuse. Now, the, uh, the passage of Cybercrime Prevention Act sparked debates no, on its implication for freedom of speech and privacy. The inclusion of online libel no, as punishable offense, in particular, draw criticism from various sectors, including media and human rights advocates. These groups argued that the provision could be used to suppress dissent and silence critics. No? In response, the Supreme Court upheld most provision of the law but struck down certain sections, such as those allowing warranties, takedowns of online content to ensure a balance between cybersecurity and constitutional freedom. To cut in short, the Cyber Prevention Act of 2012 represent a significant step in addressing the risk posed by the digital age. It underscored the need for robust policies to protect against cyber threats while maintaining respect for civil liberties. As technology evolves, the law remains a critical tool no, for fostering a safer and more secure online environment in the Philippines, though it requires constant review and updates to adapt the emerging challenges. Okay? So I think that's it for this topic.